Tell me just for the camera
Okay.
what you were just saying about your son.
Okay, well, 6 months ago, if I asked James to read, he was very slow and halting and stilted, and at the end of the page, he couldn't really tell you what he read.
And how old is he?
He's 14.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were camping 3 weeks ago, and I was sitting around the fire with his older brother, and I said, "Hey, where's James?" And he said, "Oh, he's in the tent reading." So I said, "Hey, James, come on out and join us." And he said, "Well, I just got to finish off this chapter and I'll be there." So he came out, he said, "I just read 50 pages in the last hour." And this book that he's reading, I read part of it, and it's pretty high level reading. So, and he's fully engaged. This is the third of the series that he's read, and he's looking forward to the fourth one. So I know he knows what he's reading because he's engaged and he's interested by it. So this is, I've been struggling with him to read all his life, and so this is amazing. And he's just starting grade 9, which is important because without reading skills as you get into high school,
good time for him to
you're going to have a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at church this morning, and on the way out there was a book table, and I said, this book by Bruxy Cavey, the pastor of our church, it's about 300 pages. I said, "This is a good book. I'd like you to read this sometime. It's a nice summary of a lot of the sermons." And as we were walking out the door, and he said, "Yeah, I'd like to read that too." And I said, "Okay, maybe let's buy it right now." So we turned around, we bought it, and he said, "How much will you give me if I read this in the next week?" And I said, "I don't know. How much do you want?" And he thought about it, and he said, "Tell you what, if I read it, why don't you give me $55 if I read it in the next week? If it takes me 2 weeks, $30, and if it takes me 3 weeks, then $15. So I said, "Okay, it's a deal."
Huh?
So this is a conversation I would never be having with him before the program.
Right.
So it's a miracle.
It's pretty darn exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Why do you think he was interested in having money to read it? Because he's a kid who likes money?
This particular book isn't, something that's not like Harry Potter. It's just, it's not something that's all that interesting to him. But I said that it would be beneficial to him, so it's going to be a bit of work for him. But and of course, money, he can use that to, buy things that he wants. So.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
What about other areas of his life besides just the straight improvement in reading? Have you noticed other sort of behaviors, characteristics, how he feels about himself?
Haven't really been looking for that. I haven't really noticed other things. That's the glaring thing that I've been looking for. Mm-hmm. That's what the outcome that I wanted from the program, and I'm seeing it. But I'll keep an eye out for other things as well. And he hasn't even finished. He's only about a quarter of the way through doing the follow-up work. So my expectation is when he finishes, he's going to see a lot more improvement.
Right, yeah. And then when he sees that translated into school performance, that's when you see the self-esteem
absolutely
start to soar.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.